Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna quickly check the audio. Oh, looks good to me. If that changes, please let me know. It is a surprise stream today. Don't normally stream on Wednesdays, but I wanted to check out the new Genshin Impact Archon quest since I haven't touched Genshin Impact in like several months now. I try. It just, Genshin burnout is very real for me. Ignore that. Alright. I did a little bit of like upkeep as well right before I came on. What's this? Oh, it's a new boss. We're gonna try going to do this too. Check out this as well. This I'm not sure if I'll touch right now, but we'll see. I'll probably just do it on my own.
Universe and founded paradise for I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
Alright, alright. Let's get started. Excuse me. Actually, wait. I want to do something fast, since I have 10. I can do a 10 pull. And here, I checked my history. I think I have like one. I have 31. So, this would be 41. We can try this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. It'd be crazy lucky if I get it. I want at least Aoife. I hope it gives me Aoife. If not, I'll take, my brain forgot her name. Layla. I'll take Leela. Or Auroron. I don't have any of them, actually. Wait. Do I have any of them?
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Do I have any of those? Aoife? Auroron? Nope. I'll take any of them. I don't have any of them. Alright.
I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
I hope for Aoife, though. I hope. Alright. Let's see what I get. No! When you get a weapon and not a character. Even though I need them all. No double? I got Aoife!
I'm Aoife, a sorrow vet from the Flower Feather Clan. You've probably heard some things about me already, but it's all good. Whatever impression you have of me, I say let's wipe the slate clean and just get to know each other.
Nice.
Oh yeah, then there's this little dude. That's Kakuku, my assistant. Sorrow vet in a different sense of the word, I guess. I hope the two of you will get along.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Cheese. Oh, so I did get a double. Nice. Okay. That doesn't really help me much. But, yay. It's 41 now. If anybody wanted to know. And we got Aoife. Where is he? There he is.
Huh?
What kind of weapon does he use? Catalyst. Okay. I'm not gonna bother with him now. Alright. That is the wrong button. I'll remember. There we go. Okay. Now. Navigate. Oh, and I want to put it in forced focus experience mode. Yes. So nothing will get in my way. Nothing. Alright. Let's leave. I forgot what I was doing in here. Literally. Actually, wait. Whee! I'm honestly excited because I haven't done any Genshin content in a while, and I've been excited for a new Archon quest, so it's gonna be cool. What's this? Literally, what is this? Return to special story mode? Okay. Wait, what? Leave for now. Wait. This is where it said it was supposed to go, right? Right? Well, it says here, so I'm gonna go here. That's where it says. Can't question me there. Oh,
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
sure, let's go. Whoa.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
What?
feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
Hmm.
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down? Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
What?
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
I can't believe it.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Are you okay?
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
Yeah, that's not normal.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Strange.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it... Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
What do you mean?
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, Donna's not okay either.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts. Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Nah, that seems like normal Donna.
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge
Or
crush
maybe
on
you're
Tilly,
right.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Interesting. Oh, there's Kaya.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
Bro, he's the exact opposite of D-Luke. Right, no voice acting. I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Damn.
But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand. And I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been? I have to read everything. All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? To answer that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Hello. Nothing much, just playing Genshin. Streaming. Yes. I do enjoy playing Genshin sometimes. I played it a lot for a little while, a little too long, and then I got slightly burnt out. But it's one of my favorites. Been like, I had to take a small break from it though. Too much gotcha game. Played any Souls? Like, I don't think I know about that. Oh, yeah, I haven't... When it comes to Souls games, I've only played one, but not on stream. I played like 15 minutes of it and I died. It's an anime Souls game? Interesting. Sounds interesting. Yeah, Souls games are pretty tough. You've played almost all of them? That's crazy. I have access to like only one, so... Wow. That's crazy. I've heard that. Yeah, Sekiro is pretty hard. That's the one I'm the most interested in, to be honest. Wow. Honestly, if I were to play that, I would rage so hard. uh, I stream occasionally. Oh, thank you. I stream occasionally. I mean, I wouldn't know. Uh, I stream Genshin sometimes. I mostly stream like JRPGs, like Dragon Quest and Persona. Uh, I'll occasionally stream horror games. That's all. That's basically about me. I'm gonna try continuing because I got a lot of reading to do. Yes, Jean sent me to find you, but when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, I can't read properly. Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt, but let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. There we go. Interlude, Chapter, Act 4. I try to have a schedule, but since it's summer and I am a student, it's a little more when I can nowadays. But I try to have a schedule when I try to make a schedule. I try to make a schedule and stick to it, yeah. Study, work, streaming. Very hard. Very tough. Yeah, it is, but I manage. Only for I did take a 2-year break from streaming though, because it was just that hard. Because I streamed a bunch in 2021. Yeah. I'm not sure if I added it, but almost all of my VODs that I kept from 2021 are on a VOD channel. Oh, thanks. I'm a baby streamer. Oh, it's Eula.
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
Oh, thank you. I just created my VOD channel last week, and I've been uploading every single VOD I can. It's got 30, 40 of them in there. And I got more VODs coming along the way. It's been a lot of work. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it so much. I'm trying to get to my goal. Not that I want to advertise that too much. I just like it to happen naturally.
Whoa, headquarters are
Oh, thank you.
What's going on?
Well, I'm gonna definitely stream tomorrow. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna stream tomorrow. How many? I'm just curious.
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Allow me. I'm gonna say note. 150 plus. Damn. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, I gotta figure out how to say these names except for Eula. Obviously, I know Eula. Yeah, that is hard work. Alright. Let me try to say these names. Okay. Allow me. You have. I don't know if it's Note or Note, because it's German, so. Note, captain of the second company. Sekiron, captain of the third company. Eula, captain of the fourth company. And me, of course, captain of the ninth company. It's Note, I guess. I wouldn't know. Unless Eula says it, or one of the other two NPCs here says it, Sekuron and Note says it, I don't know.
Oh, you're all captain?
Or if Paimon says it. Right, I forgot Paimon speaks.
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
I hope Master Jean speaks, or I'm gonna have to read Jean's lines. Oh, my mouse is in the way. Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. I have to speak so much. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there's some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap the case, I've gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial. What, are we back in Fontaine?
A trial? Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
That was my thought, Paimon. I do that a lot. Just letting you know, I unironically say what Paimon's gonna say, because that's just me, and her brain is the same, I guess. I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold I'm gonna try this. Chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Wolfie! Hold on. The group of people we saw in the quarter just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right. He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
Oh, I think Albedo's on trial. That's my guess. A keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. I knew it. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
What did Albedo do? You're at home? Oh wow, you had finals for 2 hours? Oof. That sucks. I get it though. Jean, it's time. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. Alright, time to see Mondstadt trial. Different than a Fontaine trial, it seems. Oh, cutscene time? Oh, Sucrose, Kaya, D-Luke. Yep, one more on Friday. Damn. I work on Friday, so that's fun. Please, sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. I saw that chair sitting in the middle, but did that look fair? I don't know if that looks too fair to me. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. Yeah, to see the chair in the middle here, he's just in the center. Oh my goodness. This is so crazy. I've never seen the. Is this the church though? It looks like the church. I honestly. Oh, you can't follow me? Mm. That's weird. Ugh. Okay. I mean, I have my follower settings up for like I think you have to have a verified email and to unless you're like older than a week, I think, your account. I don't know why else would it be. I mean, I keep that for security reasons. We don't need no bots coming in. Bots are annoying, so and they happen way too much. No, I know. It's not asking anything like that? That's weird. That's really weird. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. That's new. Oh, that's weird. Did you try, like, refreshing your page? Oh, there's Rosaria in the background, too. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as our assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, the trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. What's your advice? I'm just curious, what's your advice? Okay, back to reading while I wait for you to respond. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
I don't have anything to attract viewers? Question mark? Mean sure. And Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder, an unlawful disposal of human remains.
Okay. On Discord. I mean, I don't really have much of a Discord. I mean, all my socials I use for my account are usually labeled on my Twitch. Or you could just like tell me. Like you can do it verbally. I don't need like actual visuals.
Murder?
A witness stated that 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
What? Did I accidentally? No, that was just nothing.
No. There's no way.
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Oh, okay. That's why she's acting weird. Beatrice, so is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
At least I don't have a Discord for this specific like account. Like I have like my personal Discord and that's it. I haven't had the chance to make one. Yeah, I'll probably make one. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, someone is popular. That's because I normally send my live notifications through Twitter, so...
I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination. I was terrified, thinking he might kill me, too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Honestly, though... I'll consider making, like, a Discord server. So, like, I can add it on there. But honestly, though, I've heard some very interesting things about the Discord, and it's not very good. I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Avonius headquarters. What did I hear? Like, they're making it a lot less, I guess, user-friendly in a way. Let me see. Where was it? That's not it. And I almost got scammed on Discord once, so that's why I'm kind of afraid of using it. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
That voice was not what I was expecting. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
You only use Discord for calls with friends? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I almost got scammed on Discord. Almost. Almost. Because there's this scam going around where they were stealing people's accounts. It was actually pretty freaky. In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like people like that either. It was crazy. And the worst part is it was another person I added from Twitter. Not Twitter, Twitch, my bad. I said the wrong word. It was a person I added on Twitch. They got their account stolen, and then that account was using the person who stole the account was using that account to come get me. I'll make a Discord server. And I'll add, put it in my, Twitch bio. Not a group. Yes, I'm gonna make it now. Oh goodness, it's gonna have no image temporarily. Here, I'll share the link. Oh goodness. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause for a minute so I can, do this fast. So you're gonna not... Sure, I'm gonna put it up on my Twitch, like, about section. So it'll take me a good, like, 5 minutes to do. I'll do that really quickly. Alright, I'm back. I added it on there. It's not fully functional, but it'll be yes, I added it on there. It should be on there now. I'm gonna add some more channels, some put a bot in there that'll notify when streaming and stuff like that as soon as I can. But it's there. I put the invite link on my I can't think. It's gonna have no picture right now, but I added the invite link on my my about. Where is my server? There it is. So yeah, feel free. There you are. Here. Discord server. It is up. Whoa. Here. You're part of the Discord server
I'm
now.
telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you see that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I never put myself out here like this.
Here you go. I'll officially like fix up the Discord server when I have time, but right now I don't. So
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
and yet no victim has been identified, correct? Okay, I can add a role. You can be like a moderator. Let me see. Gotta remember how to add things. All right, roles. Nice. All right. I didn't put a color on the roll. All right.
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Let me change the color. All right. It has started. There. It is. I labeled you as a manager so you can create channels and all that stuff while I'm just sitting here. Oh, thank you for inviting me to your server. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and a captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Oh no. Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
That's a massive area, though.
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluk Ragvinder. Please tell the court what you saw. Around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male. Tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
Oh, geez. I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluk was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master Diluk is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains. Where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
It's alright. It happens. And this is what it looks like. The teeth and femur of a human. Oh my god. What now? It does beg the question. If the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Care for now, Master D-Luke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. That's right, we were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? I know. Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence. Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement?
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
This is crazy. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Huh. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following the Rhine daughter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
She's been here the entire time. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes, you're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Alright. Let's go. I guess we'll begin reviewing. Oh yeah, that. I remember that. I wasn't there when that happened. Alright, let's go to Star Snatch Cliff.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
Alright. I'm not fighting these. Leave me alone. Ah, nope, nope, nope. Oh, it's Venti. Ah, traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animal Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Oh wow, he's like the only one that knows. Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kraid Prince, the Kraid Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Yep. Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Well, what do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt. Even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Blood?
Oh, just making a comment. There will always be unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need, should he meet a terrible fate, all of Monsat could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is the part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Hee hee. Behold.
Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty.
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. All right. Let's return back to the Knights of Favonius. Oh, it's here. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon. Perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I'll do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Hi, hello, I've been alright. Been streaming when I can. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. It's good to see you too. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. Yeah, everything's been fine. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, traveler. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done months at a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. Ooh, investigation time! Are we actually able to go upstairs? What? We're able to go up the stairs! Crazy. Okay. Look at this. The craziness of this.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two here are here on Jean's orders. She asked him to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Yeah. Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Alright, let's investigate.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Okay, let's investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have been S-shaped, or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Alright, let's go this way. Yes, no. Is it not gonna go? Oh, underneath the book. I'm an idiot. After moving the book, the desks look almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow. Almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Ooh!
Wait,
What's underneath?
it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be in a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you can try using the power of Geo. Okay, I don't have to do anything, thank goodness. Okay. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Oh, paper. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the blank project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggested dragon spine could be involved somehow. If it has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his own experiments? No, it can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third happens to be in Dragonspine. Alright. These are the locations. Scroll! Thank you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Oh.
Oh, Vent is calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Yeah, unfortunately. I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case. Huh. You share what you learned with Venti. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even the closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? I don't know, but I want to.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right?
This is crazy shit, bro.
Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Yes.
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Dun dun dun.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Yes, please. It's none of your business.
Oh, sure. You got it.
It's really not. Alright.
The map we found in a hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked location.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Hopefully I don't actually have to go find them. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, where is it near? Here.
Snow is in fact one of water's natural self-cleansing mechanisms. But human activity tends to reduce snow's purity, so do not consume it.
Okay, it should be around here somewhere. Maybe here? No. Oh, it's there.
We should be getting close.
Found it.
Look
Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. Oh no. But the hole is completely empty. It was the surroundings surrounding markings make it look like it was something that was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? Weird. This is all so weird. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turned out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
Oh, jeez. The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Yep, stay positive. Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Oh man, this is tough. What's Miles doing? He's snooping. Miles is snooping. You better get on that, Gene. I'm just gonna wait here. It said wait 2 days. I'm waiting 2 days. There we go. Man, this always takes a while. Okay, what's this? Oh, because I got, Aoife.
Melusines are beautiful.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Yes, talk to Jean. Don't be an idiot. Her room is, like, right... No, not this one. It's this one. Ah, you two. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. I'm ready. Alright, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Ms. Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Oh no.
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Okay, what is she gonna say? Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status, single, occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Deluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to decelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Oh no. Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
This is very interesting. Very crazy, too.
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Deluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
What? What?
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Deluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body.
Oh no.
I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Deluc in the first place.
Damn.
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
Ah, jeez. I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject and will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found at Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. I've already seen this. The map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yeah, that means yes. Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I've always have. I've never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hartha, you presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Oh, jeez. That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in the snow, until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. But does that mean he didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations on the map was found in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Traveler, were you the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you have visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? Nothing. You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Okay. The third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found the map in the hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There was also claw marks around the outside, but there was no body or any remains whatsoever. The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where Diluc saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. Diluc described nearly the same events at Beatrice. There is no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. Diluc found teeth in a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. The first marked location is near Mondstadt. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. According to forensics results, teeth and femur bone belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness accounts suggest that Albedo was the last person to come in contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones? And does that mean he's the killer? No, that doesn't make sense. Okay. No. Ah, there we go. The differences between the marked locations. Let's go! Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug up in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole at the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't made at around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Most people know Albedo is an alchemist and the team of the a captain in the investigation team. But in truth, he's the Kraid Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold Rhindaughter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would be likely to be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will toward humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it is home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountains lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. I almost forgot. Paimon and I almost encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him. That's it. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Beto was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd seed given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there is still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to the traveler's point. If I cared about what was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There was indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit
Oh,
it.
jeez.
Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
He's not done. You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Yeah, I knew he wasn't finished. Oh. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and I buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day.
So yeah, she would know.
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him? So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the codes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Who?
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that's where the subject of my research lies, the Dragon Durin. several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized to this day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach.
Homunculus?
I did not finish reading that. An unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project. Okay.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
Two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, interesting.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles answer first.
Oh,
Huh?
I knew Miles, something was up with Miles.
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
Crazy.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability? A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried that using your power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Have it your way.
Whoa! Chill!
Come on, let's go.
Chill. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Oh shit, this is bad. Time to get moving, everyone.
Wow! She just leaped across the room!
Ah.
After her!
It's time. All units, move out. Third company, keep an eye on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I can explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I've never used human remains as a part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all a part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master Diluc picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed. Follow me. Yes, I knew something was up. I think I might end the stream. Oh my god, slimes. And monsters!
What? How are there monsters in the city?
I'm probably gonna end the stream after this thing, because I'm getting hungry. They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We only knew it was a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. So we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first step?
To the top of the city wall. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go. Oh, Venti's here. I think he was in on it.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me. It's me, you...
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
I see you knights fighting in the background. Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Ha! Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Monsters started surging in the Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin observed the previous imposter. Okay.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witness saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who had ventured here came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, oh my god, who would then assume their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters who used their disguise to get close to people, I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Aw. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated that doppelganger Walkerflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopper Flower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin observed the failed creation along with his knowledge and the way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who ventured into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them. Finally, it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was infected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. The specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yes, so if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There now should be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate.
Nice. It's like a communication center.
Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Heh. Okay. I thought I skipped something. Ah, right. Now that you're okay, we should check on the statuses of the other areas. You just gotta pretend we didn't see them. Thanks, friend. May the Animal Archon protect you. I've got things covered here. Ooh. Crazy. Oh. Oh, there's Kaya. I don't like being in the middle of this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Kaya. Yeah, Kaya, that was not... You aren't good against that. Get back! Whew, that was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order, Master D-Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in the way, man. Whoa. Well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together. But you've just melted my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Ha. Alright, tell me. When did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of that fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master D. Luke, what do you think? When do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming! Heh, on second thought, best not to think about it. Oh, okay.
Retribution!
This one will be frozen. Don't push your luck.
Oh my god!
Freeze.
That guy's almost dead.
Dodge this. Drink your frostbite.
Ah!
Retribution!
Jeez.
Over there! Diluc, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I guess the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control. Don't worry. My trusted civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. Oh. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Haha. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me, and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course. Stay safe. I can't do voices, man. I suck. Alright, let's see who's next. I think it's Jean next. No, it's Fischl. Fischl and... Okay. It's nice to see everybody, though. Oh, there's Barbara and Rosaria. What? Get close to the injured knights of Avonius and use... Oh, nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, it feels actually pretty cool. To actually, like... Oh, this is crazy. Oh, I was so close. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
Well, I mean, Rosaria should be fine. You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who will need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know about how all this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be all right. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting. So I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region. So should we take him at his word? Dragonspine, huh? So the city's going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Avonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. I love how we get to see all sides of They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters is 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 Helichurls, 2 Blazing Axe Minichurls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Alright, back to fighting. Okay. Fend off monsters. I meant to stay up there, but it just didn't want to happen that way. I just realized I have Mika as well.
Precision strike. You had your chance. Now's your chance.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not used to using these characters.
Hey, go, Ferret Bunny! Let it rain.
Let's keep going, team.
Oh my god.
All units are now in position.
Bertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Gene told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Gene hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula. Right, alright. She's an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting us any secret out of her. That sounds like Eula, alright. She's an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Yep.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was a perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with an idea that she would quote-unquote disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course it didn't take that long take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed to be credible. The imposters saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take that bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the Knight's parole route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Damn.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is more of an advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and to convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
Yeah, damn. It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have been given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back, expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, I have you to thank for that, Traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me? But I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This may not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover, someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you were to return for Bloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, subject to, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were a part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. Please don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aw, that means a lot.
In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Alright, let's go to the side gate.
Supercall, it's you.
Oh, so Razor will talk, but not anybody else. Okay, cool. Come on. Okay, it's just this one here.
Come a little closer.
Moments of birth.
Come a little closer.
Phew, it's been a while since I've unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? Haha, no. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Ha, my old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to empathize. I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all. And mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamed school. You see, this time I only used a gentle method of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Oh well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Alright, let's keep going to the side gate. Ah, it's Eula. Finally, less talking. I've been talking so much.
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Ah, she lost Klee.
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, last week already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Clee, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't bleach yourself up. Klee is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
I bet it's Klee. Alright, fighting first, conversation later. Nah, okay, fighting.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
I'm not reading these. Gosh darn it.
Beg for mercy.
Yeah, Klee's nearby. I knew Klee was nearby.
Live! Witness my great undertaking!
Rack and ruin! Those bones. I see what you mean. She was not to be underestimated.
I see this is more of an ice built Eula, which is kind of weird. We won! Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem, just leave it to Klee. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping a few days, and these monsters follow you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. As you have some time, I'm sure Eula will be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Klee will do her best. All right. Okay, there's Jean. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good! Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone all right?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back! Klee kept you, Miss Eula, safe the whole way. That's amazing, Klee. Eula is lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you all deserve one. I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Traveler and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work. Everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or go to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Hi, everyone. Oh, Theventi, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No, apologies. Just forget everything just forget I said anything. Haha, just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but observing Subject Two's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact he's no longer Mother's only child, or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine, and dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I'll be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army got even this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
Yeah. That same feeling. It's close. Ah, Miss Phonia. Here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Do you think we're still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent a message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagined you missed those as well, because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Haha. Don't move. Let's continue the discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his powers soon. Okay. I hope this is close to the end. I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry about that. I had to sneeze and my thing was right next to my mic, so I can't sneeze into the mic. That'd be really bad. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Ah, yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of Hexenzirkel for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't call him exactly young, but he's not old either. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the tripartite Tripartite Conference is a gathering of three parties: the Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and the Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he's able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course, traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Heh, just watch and learn. I cannot do that laugh for anything. Okay, I think this should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka. You're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Is this Alice? Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
Gosh darn it, Alice. You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the Tripartite Conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Livonia's investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no. But in terms of locations and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Oh, Alice is coming. Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Why does she look like that? Hello, Aunt Alice. I've seen you've turned yourself into a giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
That is actually super adorable. But why does Alice look like this?
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request.
Nice.
I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. New mail. What mail is this? No. I'll do it later. Oh my god. Okay, so need to finish this. Like, but the thing is, like, I do not have that much time. And I really don't want to speak anymore.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? I'm on bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
It's Durin! Hey, not so loud. Excuse me.
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I've been kind of helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but she floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now. I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Okay, in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna be ending the stream. I'm done talking, bro. Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit. Even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people, I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use my alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Albedo, human transmutation. So you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there is a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much as a right to this name. I don't want to lose the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form. I know, Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive. Almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what I'll look like, if I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's the Cried Prince, a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We'll be the only two of our kind in the human world, alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me in this world, I guess that makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hat Guy know about this?
Yeah, does he know? Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fill this, duty. He didn't try to stop me. He just told me to get a move on then. Yeah, that makes sense. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. My goodness, so much speaking. My goodness, so much speaking. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be here. Oh, I know where we're going. I like my party. Leave me alone.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
No unspoken rules to be unaware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one to allow to read the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
I also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexenzirkel.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of the immortal monster from the Mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rhine-daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I spent years investigating Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt at less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he's ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be freed of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale land called Simulanka. It was created by mages from the Hexenzirkel, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
It was during that journey I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M created, and I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he would be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, the monster remains from the Mare Javari, and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed quality in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked the Traveler to come along. Wait, I'm joining you in this thing? Ha! I can think of no better partner for such endeavor.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved the spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last thing I do before I end the stream.
There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Poor Paimon, man. She's smiling, though. She's literally smiling here.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Oh, wait. Then let me make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Of course. Let's do this. Are you ready, Traveler? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Okay. Oh, what's happening? Don't tell me we're going on the chessboard. Oh my god, there's no way we're on the chessboard. It's certainly keeping him in keeping with the Hexenzirkel modalities. You've been stricken down to the size of a chess piece.
Oh, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
What is it? Nothing, it's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See?
We're gonna be fighting chess pieces!
Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal.
Yeah, definitely the last thing I'm doing, bro.
Victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Alright. Alright.
Gather, come into being. Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Ah! Let me attack it, bro. Oh, crap.
Solidify. Witness my great undertaking.
Come on, come on, come on.
Settle it down. Witness my great undertaking.
Come on, come on.
Absorption test. Odds revealed by
Moment of birth. Humble. Burst forth. An oversight on my part. Stabilize. I will have order. Moment of birth.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god. This is cool, though. Oh god, oh god.
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Nice. Let's go. That was nice.
Oh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
Oh, this one doesn't seem like Alice.
Well done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial.
There's a second one?
Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
What? I have to fight them again? Oh, damn. This is such a cool fight, though.
The trial awaits.
Alright, I can get these guys.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true color. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Arms earned true freedom the moment they had legs.
Oh no!
So, in the spirit of Rheindotter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a
Ah, damn it, I messed up.
kindness from me, Barbara.
Oh shit, really?
Oh, Albedo, you're always so
I'll be fine.
unlike my own.
I'm like, I'll be fine.
Full of herself.
Moment of birth. Witness my great undertaking.
Oh, I messed up again.
The tides beckon.
Feel the ancient power.
Come on, I need to get rid of the king, bro.
Try to remember the steps this time.
No, 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 no. Yike. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get rid of this king, bro.
Coming to be.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Load, load. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, the king needs to die, bro. B. B. I still have 46 seconds. Crap, okay. The king, where is he, bro? He needs to die.
Don't get stuck in the barrel.
There. King dead. King down.
Our performance has yet to conclude.
By royal decree, midnight.
Witness my great undertaking. I dance for you, my dear. Settle down.
Be sanctified.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary. Moment of birth. The final act is upon us.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
B. Oh, come on. I still have 6 seconds. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Witness my great undertaking.
undertaking.
No! Oh, God. Okay. Okay. We did it.
Yes, very well done.
We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Alright. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go do some things fast. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
No idea who this is.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both.
Yeah. Remember to bring ice.
You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Yes, you do, Alice. Thank you, Alice. Oh, goodness gracious.
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you rested up, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Yes, of course. Indeed, the sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Alright, guys. I'm tired of talking. I need some rest. It's been 3 hours. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate so much. I hope to see you all again soon, and I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Thank you for watching so much. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna quickly end the game. Not end the game, exit to login interface. Alright, thank you so much. Bye, everyone.